And now we will learn the mystery of the missing flight 914 and if Google can solve it. Pow, it's Maxell from Cabal, and you, like me, are probably at least a little bit scared when on a plane. And maybe even not a little. It's called aerophobia, and it affects, according to the University of New England in Australia, up to 40% of people. It's one of the most, if not the most common phobia in the entire world. Even despite the fact there have been numerous studies, for example from MIT, in which it's been calculated that you are much more likely to crash in a car than in a plane, where the chances of a wreck are 1 in millions, and even tens of millions. That means you would expect to go down if you took a flight every day for tens of thousands of years. I haven't even said even if it should happen, seldom leads to injury. And what are the chances of a plane going missing? Twice. There's no such research, that's why I'm here. Let's open the veil of secrecy of the mysterious disappearances of Flight 914. According to the story, Pan Am Flight 914 with 57 passengers on board made a flight from New York to Miami in 1955. But something unimaginable happened. It just disappeared. The story doesn't end here. After 37 years, the plane did land, but not at its destination, but at Venezuela. The pilots couldn't understand where they were, so in fear they took the plane back up in the air. Nobody ever saw it again. If you type Flight 914 into a search engine, you're gonna see all this story with irrefutable evidence and even dialogues between the pilots and the air traffic controller in Caracas, Venezuela, Juan de la Corte. I especially like to read discussions under such news. It seems that now every bum knows what string theory is and who Stephen Hawking is. Everyone is a fucking smartass, huh? They tell their version, how the plane disappeared, where the people were, and even attribute a conspiracy theory to it. But not a single one sorts out all the details. Same on YouTube. Do you have any idea how many videos on Flight 914 I watched? 2. And it's the same everywhere. Nah, I'm losing it. I could also be talking about the wormhole theory, time paradoxes. But why? They don't understand shit about it. Me neither. But I don't need to. In my story, I will sort everything out and there will be no doubt left. So, here we get Miami, the destination point. And here's Venezuela, the place where they arrived in the end. But what's that? It's the Bermuda Triangle! But today it's not about it. Well, they were going, and disappeared. Well, who doesn't happen to? But they appeared, with a 37-year delay. Apparently, the plane was made by my postal service. As the story goes, everything around changed by that time. Landed, the pilots were just shocked when they saw a jet on an airport apron. I don't know why exactly they were shocked, because jet planes were around in the early 50s, if not 40s. See that plane over there? I flew these years ago. And before taking off in an unknown direction, the pilot, for some reason, threw away a calendar for 1955. How did that happen? It's time to get the hell out of here, Johnny. Losers! What the throw it down? Oh, yeah. It's often said, take a look. The calendar, it's direct evidence, isn't it? Like, I'm not banned on the internet. I was like, took a sit, made a bunch of clicks, to be precise 3, and found that this is a calendar for 1965, not 55. It was found somewhere at some abandoned oil rig. So far, few things add up. Oh, there's also recorded radio contact with the dialogues. Like hell there is a recorded radio contact with the dialogues. It, as always, mysteriously disappeared. Nah, I need more leads to work with. Oh, I'ma look for them in the newspapers of that time, because it's logical, if a plane with people disappear, their relatives begin to search for them. And to my surprise, I found it. I thought it was fake. The respected newspaper Weekly World News, in a special issue of Fantastic Stories, describes our story in full detail. The article was published in May 1993, and indeed, everything is the same as on the internet, word for word. Wow, I didn't expect that. I'll have to go and delete my channel. No one will notice it anyways. Wait a minute, if we believe that article, we must also believe these ones. That the woman married Bigfoot. He's a great dad and a wonderful husband, by the way. Space alien backs Bush for president. A PhD ape gives advice. Even an ape already got its PhD and I haven't. This newspaper is a joke and all stories there are fiction. Ta-da! Well, or Tom Cruise is really an alien. It was published from 1979 to 2007, and they even have a website and a funny intro.
What is this creature? Yeah, big eyes, big face.
I don't understand at all why people believe such stories instead of checking the information, especially when names, aircrafts, flights are indicated in a story. We live in a freaking era of the internet. I can't imagine what you can't find there. I even found what story could have made the basis of this fairy tale. In that year, 1955, the disaster of Flight 409 occurred in Medicine Bow, Wyoming. Exactly the same plane crashed into a mountain and 66 people died. At that time, it was the worst plane accident in the United States. So there is that. Don't believe everything on the internet. All they care about are popularity and a lot of likes. As you can see, I don't care about that. I want to believe incredible stories with scientific paradoxes will become incredible stories with scientific paradoxes, and not silly crap to debunk which takes like 10 minutes. Maybe 11. But it's kinda hard to. It's with Max Zell from Cabal. Bye everyone.
Darling, I'm off.
Are you going to the store to get milk?
No, not even to the gas station for cigarettes. I'm off to work. Sweetheart, I'm back home.
Do you wanna tell me something?
Nah, only after dinner.